It was March of this year, and I was working with Carla Thomas on a photo shoot for two of my singles, and she began talking to me about, my wellness journey, and I shared with her that I've lost about 50 pounds over the last 7 years and have kept it off. And she said, "You have to tell your story." And I thought about it, is that really interesting, or would it be interesting? And she strongly suggested that I tell it. So here we are today. So this first picture, I remember that time. I was carrying a lot. I was going through so many life transitions and closing chapters, starting new ones, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And in this next one, I was carrying even more. I was working on my PhD. I had a full-time job, and I was teaching part-time, and I was living in 2 cities. And I remember it was the year of my 35th birthday, and I said, "You've got to figure out what you're going to do over the next 10 years and put some provisions in place to get you there." And part of that was figuring out how to be healthier. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I think it was a very critical part of me having the energy to finish my PhD, which is another one of the best decisions I'd ever made. Along that journey, weight loss really wasn't my intended outcome. I'm really even more proud of the other weights that I was able to shed and to begin to live out loud. Begin to put ideas and inspirations out for the universe to see and hear. And during that process, I would say professionally, that was the easy part. But along the way, I've learned how to allow my femininity to shine through. And exploring that and understanding that you can appreciate beauty and still have brains. You can be a great leader and still be feminine. That at this point in my life, I'm looking towards the future, and I would say to women, continue to look for ways to shed those misconceptions that society puts on us. And I would say too that even in living out loud and even embracing your femininity, you can still keep your cultural and your spiritual identities intact. So I hope this little time together has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing other ladies show off their shine and share with us things that they have shed along the way to be inspirational to others.